Guys, so I want to do a little bit of a rundown here going on with my account. So here's my total account right now. Again, just if you look at the chart here in the last month, we have held out pretty flat um, for the most part. So this week, we've kind of just held in there. We haven't really seen much action go on. So let's kind of talk about what's going on with my portfolio right here. First of all, SMCY, one of my biggest players right now. Well, not my biggest holding at all. It's my smallest holding actually, but actually the number one that's up in percentage wise, up 28% nearly. Unfortunately, I have such a small position that we're only 133 bucks, but it's not bad. It'll work. A little bit disappointed that I didn't get in earlier, but there is an opportunity for me to buy in more. I just really want to get as close as I can to that $30 range right now, and we were just a little bit above that. But if this thing gets up to where Plady is, I mean the $30 price range that it's at right now is a no-brainer to purchase that. So, but doing a rundown, this is clear. Being honest with my portfolio, there's no margin involved with this portfolio. It's straight up cash. So we're working with 23 grand. At one point we were at like 26, so I'm a little down on that, but whatever. We have to restructure our portfolio. We have to find what's best for our investment strategy moving forward. We can no longer fall into yield max losers, and that is what we are trying to fix on our account right now, because I'm still stuck in that yield max losing positions right now. But I know I've started to build a better mindset with how yield max works, and that I should no longer bag hold these funds. Like I've literally can't stress this enough. I listen to Oracle so much, and I literally believe in profit ripping now on these yield max funds. And before I would just sit on them, hold them, collect the dividends. Well, look how that's playing out. When I sit on them and hold the dividends and just bag hold and never take profits, we start losing. At one point in my Misty position, I was up like $2,000 nearly, which was probably like a 40% gain. And I'm an idiot and just held on to it thinking that the dividend was just going to keep printing, printing, printing. There's no reason to get out of it yet. Well, now we're sitting at a $700 loss on that. So, it is what it is. We learn from it. And do I want to get out of Misty? I do. But then at the end of the day, I do believe in Bitcoin. So Misty is really complicating me right now. Um, but I probably will get out of it very soon, because if the dividend starts kind of just becoming lame, which I do believe it's going to start eventually pulling under $2 dividend, then we're just going to have to get out of it. It's going to start sucking. Nvidia, my biggest loser, down 11%. What a piece of trash. Like literally, I'm going to be getting out of this thing this week. Um, this thing just can't perform at all. I mean, we're looking at probably what are we at? A 44% dividend, 46% dividend. I mean, I might as well just keep my money in YMAG at this point. So, um, yeah, Nvidia is absolutely garbage. We are going to be getting on Nvidia, and this is going to be happening this week, hopefully here soon, if not tomorrow or Friday, depending on when I'm thinking about it. If I'm hoping to just snipe one last green day with Nvidia to just kind of recoup my losses here. But we're down 300, or we're down $702 on the video. Hopefully I can snipe a little green day, kind of have that loss a little bit, but we're gonna get out of that, take a loss, and move on with it and move on to a better position, because again, it's okay to take losses if it's going to rebuild your portfolio, in my opinion. So what am I going to do with that money? Well, let's just take a look here. So let's go ahead and go on to stock analysis. And this is why I'm starting to just hate Nvidia, because if we go here, this is wrong. People fail to realize that this is a false yield that stock analyst gives out. Okay, you have to do here. You have to go do the math. You have to do the 82 cents. Okay, and you calculate that, because again, Nvidia is no longer ever going to pay $2 and some cents. That's throwing off this yield right now. So you have to go in here and do this yourself. You have to project that this is just going to consistently, at at best terms, pay this dividend for the rest of the year. So that will give you a $9.84 annual dividend. If you literally divide that by the current share price, of 21.49, you're gonna get a yield of 45%. Okay, this thing sucks. This thing literally sucks. I would no longer ever touch this thing anymore. I've just really, this thing is just a eyesore in my account, and Misty's starting to become an eyesore too, and I just need to get rid of these eyesores because they're just making my portfolio look like trash. So NVIDIA, we're dipping out of this one, and what are we gonna do? I'm thinking about SMCY. SMCY, I'm especially going into after hours right now today, down 3.49%. So, well, let me pull up the actual yield max ticker. Oh my gosh, you have to put stock after all these. It's so stupid. So, $33 a share after hours. So tomorrow, if we can pull off another like 3% red day, 4%, 5% red day, we could be down on that $30 a share average for this, and I could really start loading up on some good amounts of shares. I would love that. Make this a pretty good position here. So, I mean, this thing has a good amount of space to run up to, in my opinion. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm really just intrigued by this one. But I'm also intrigued by, shout out to Oracle for showing this one. He pointed this one out. I did not find this, so shout out to him once again, finding all these awesome callouts. PLTW, Palantir Weekly Pay. This one looks pretty enticing to me, especially if we look at Palantir stock today after hours. Absolutely collapsed, like just collapsed, and this thing's gonna, I think this thing's gonna pay a crazy yield. So we'll see what happens, but we'll just see what happens moving forward. And anyways, that's pretty much gonna keep it short for today. Basically going to be selling NVIDIA here this week here, probably tomorrow or Friday. Look to use that capital into a good buying opportunity into SMCY going into next week, hopefully at a $30, if we could pull under $30 a share, this thing will be an absolute steal in my opinion for a huge dividend payout, because once again, I think this is going to be the next Misty or the next PLTY. So, and once again, my webcam captured out, but we're gonna basically cut it here, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's gonna be it.